Today we're doing this set that I'm calling Happy Little Daisies for obvious reasons. I really love how this set came out. I think they're really cute, and I don't say that very often. Okay, we're going to be using long coffin nails for these, and we're going to be starting off with a white base. Now, we're going to have 2 coats of this, but in hindsight, I could have just done 1. I did 2 coats because I was thinking I wasn't going to have to paint in the white sections later on. But then by the time I did 2 coats of the color parts, then the white was like too low of a level, if you get what I mean. Like they weren't all level at the top. The whites were like dipped in because obviously they had less polish on those. So I did end up painting the white in, which you'll see later, I think. But anyway, we are still having the 2 coats because obviously I did it, but I'm thinking you probably don't need to do 2 coats if you're going to do this set, and you're going to have to paint the white in anyway. 1 coat probably would have been sufficient. Okay, we're going to cure those, and as soon as I'm done playing with it, okay, in we go, and we're cured and back, and now this is coat number 2. Okay, I'm in a crunch this week because I've got to do did 2 sets. Now I got to do 2 videos, so I have to squeeze these in as I will be gone next week. All right, finishing up the 2nd coat here, and we got some chunky stuff again. I clean off my polish bottle on the outside of it, but sometimes it gets a little bit cured on the inside of the top, the top part. So I end up with little chunky bits occasionally. Alrighty, and we're going to cure these here in a second, and then we'll be ready to move on. Alright, we're going to start with the pinky nails, which are going to be greens. 2 shades of green and then white. Now initially I was going to use the darker green and a lighter green, and then I was going to use white to mix a lighter version of the darker color, but I decided that there would be having all 3 different greens. I thought it was going to be too much. It was going to be mushed together too much, I thought. So that's why I decided to leave some of the sections white to kind of break the color up and have it pop a little. So those are the 2 greens we're using, and as I'm sure you've noticed already, we're having a mixed bag of polishes with this set. Now I've put a dot where I want my center to be. I had to go a little higher up on the pinkies because I wanted to make sure the daisy was going to fully fit on the nail at the end. And also I did not have my pattern fully fleshed out as I was doing this first one, so this one and then the yellow ones are going to be different slightly from the other 3, because then I established a pattern that I was able to stick to. By the time I got to the 3rd, 4th, and 5th one, I had a pattern going that I was just able to replicate. With this one, I was just kind of deciding what I was going to do exactly. So this one has more sections than any of the other ones. The green ones do. Now, I know you can't fully see that very well, but trust me, it's there. These are going to be my guidelines so I know where to go with my different sections. Okay, and we will cure this here in a sec. Now I used the lightest color for each color group to do this little guideline section. Okay, that's ready to cure. I thought. Clearly I thought wrong. I must be missing a little skosh right there. Okay, now it's cured. Now we're going to start painting the sections in. Now, I have found when painting stuff that you want to have it come to a point at some point, like in the middle of here, that it works the best if you start from the outer edges and go inwards rather than at the skinny point going out. This way, when you start at the outer edge and go in, it's much easier to keep your point nice and pointy. I guess, for lack of better explanation. I mean, you see what I mean as we're going here, I think. At least for me, I found that whenever I'm painting like a spiral design that's going to go all around the nail, different colors or something like this, painting from the outer edge to the center gives me a nicer center point at the end. Now this lightest green is a little hard to tell. I don't know if it's my lighting or what, but now I'm trying to decide where I want to go with the next section of the light green. It's going to be that one. Once I figured out a pattern for this, and the final three nails, the pink, blue, and the purple ones, are all exactly the same except for color, as I already said. And I didn't feel like going back and redoing this one and the yellow one, so I'm just leaving it. But if I do redo this set, if somebody wants to buy it, I will fix those so they will all be the same. I will just make a couple of new ones. Oh yeah, this set took me 2 hours and 45 minutes approximately to do. And most of that is just this detail painting. I guess I don't have a whole lot to talk about today, do I? This is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, this one I think is still in real time, but as we go along, I'm going to be speeding up a lot of these little sections of stuff. Once we get past the first nail, then you'll see how it goes, and the rest of it's pretty much going to be sped up. Okay, I've cured that, and now we're moving on to the next color, which is the darker of the greens. I like this color green a lot. Originally, I was always going to do the daisy part on these, but originally what I was going to do was just splotch on different colored pigments on my base, so it kind of sort of looked tie-dye, and then glue the daisies on. But as I was thinking about it, I decided I didn't think it was totally going to look nice with just all those colors splotched on like that. I don't think it was going to come out looking tie-dye like I was thinking. For some reason I thought it would, but so I decided kind of at the last minute to switch it up and go with this kind of stripy pattern. I'm calling them stripes, but they're not really stripes. I don't know what you call this. They're kind of color stripes that come to a point at a vortex. How about that? All I know is I gotta get this whole thing done today, and then tomorrow I got a whole nother video to get put together and uploaded, so you guys won't miss any while I'm away. The one that's coming the week after this is going to be a set of shorties that they're very summery, and they have hibiscus flowers on. Super easy to paint the hibiscus flowers. Probably you guys know how to do it already, but it was my first time doing them, and they were fun, pretty easy to do. So you'll be seeing those next time. Next time, while I am away out the desert visiting my folks, and I will be melting because I'm sure it's going to be in triple digits, like in the 100 teens out there, as it usually is at this time of the year. But at least I will get to spend some time with my folks and be there for my mom's birthday. I may or may not have mentioned already she's turning 85 this year. And still will not admit to being old. She still doesn't consider herself or my dad old, and basically they're the same age. Every time she complains about, look at your father, he shuffles like an old man walking around. I go, well, he is old. He's not old. I go, he's the same age as you and you're old. And she doesn't like that. What do you consider old then, Mom? She goes, well, in the 90s. I go, well, good luck, because most people don't make it that long. I mean, shoot, my husband just turned 60 this last year, and he's walking around all the time telling me he's an old man now. Like, give me a break. I'm older than you are, and I don't feel old. Oh, I take that back. Some days I do feel kind of old. There's some days where my arthritis is acting up or something's hurting on me, and I'm like, dang, it sucks getting old. Okay, anyway, I've cured those. We're going on to the second coat now. Now, I'm only going to show the second coat on these green ones, but know that I did do a second coat on all the colors. I was hoping I wasn't going to have to do that, but some of them were a little thin and patchy. I just wanted them to be very vibrant and, nice. So the second coat goes much faster than the first because it's already there. You just have to color over it, basically. All right, I've cured that. Now we're doing second coat on the light green. Now, as I went along, I did two coats. Like I did my the light color, let's just say green in this case, and then I cured it. Then I did the second light green coat. Then I moved on to the next color. That's how I did them after this. It went a lot faster that way than switching out. Plus, I was working on both hands at the same time. So I could do all the greens together and then switch out my palette and whatnot. Just saves a little bit of time. Also, you're only seeing the one. You're not going to see both of them, so. And I believe on this one I am going to show you my painting the white sections in, but that's going to be the only one where you'll see that. I mean, obviously, I'm sure you guys can figure out how to paint the white in. It's the same as the other stuff, but see how you can see that it's a lower level than the other one, so I needed to even them up so they were all on the same level playing field there. And I needed to be careful too with some of these. I didn't want to get my colors on too thick too because I was afraid of wrinkling. I think on one of them I did get some wrinkling on one of the whites where I filled in, but luckily the top coat took care of that problem. Alright, that one's ready to cure and be done. Then we're moving on. Okay, we're moving on to the ring fingers, which I did yellow. And this will be the lightest yellow of the two. And this one, I've used this yellow color quite a lot lately, it seems like. It's a nice bright yellow, I think. Kind of an orangey yellow. But those are the two yellows along with the white. There we go. And I will start with the guidelines. And once again, I hadn't established my full pattern for these yet, so this one's going to be a little bit off too from the bulk of them. Now why I'm starting from there, I don't know why I did it that way, because I don't have a center dot to work off of. see, this one's going to be lacking one section now, I think. Actually, this one, oh wait, no, it isn't going to be the same. Now some of these are a little wonky. They'll get straightened out as I get the sections filled in. But this at least gives me a guide as to where to go. And this one I believe is in real time, but after this, from here on out, I will have sped this part up on the rest of them, as they're all going to be done exactly the same way, just different colors. Excuse me. And we're ready to cure that, which I think I've done, and now we're moving on to the sections. Now this definitely is sped up, obviously. I know I could just show you the first nail and say, okay, do the rest of these in the different colors, but I like to be totally thorough in my videos. And frankly, if you didn't want to see the rest of them, you could just fast forward through some of it. I like to show the whole process though. Alright, we're going to cure that. And moving on to the darker. I'm really glad that I changed up how I was originally going to do these, because I think they turned out very cute. I wouldn't mind wearing this set myself, although I made this on a large set, so they're going to be too big for me, but I may redo this at some point for myself. If I get stuck at a place where I don't know what to do, maybe at some point I'll do these. Plus, I thought they were pretty summery too. They kind of sort of remind me of beach balls in a way, the way the stripy parts are. Also, I think I'm not showing you the second coat on any of these other ones either now. You'll just have to know that it was there. Okay, and now we're moving on to the blue ones. And as you see, I'm not showing you filling in the white parts on the rest of these either. There's our light blue. And the darker. These little polishes that I had gotten off of Allie a while, well, it's been a good while now, but this brand that darker blue is, I've been getting a lot of use out of those lately. They've just had a lot of colors that I've been liking. I've seen this color block set that comes in a box. It's like all different colors, but put together in good combos for artists. If you're having issues, or you just need some new inspiration. That I really want to get, but it's like $40, and I just can't justify spending that kind of money for that. I looked into getting some color wheels that were kind of the similar thing, but then they were like $30, and for just a little wheel thing, like, no, not worth it either. But I may see if I can't find that color box thing somewhere cheaper. If not, maybe I'll just put it on my wish list on Amazon, and if it's on Amazon, and hope for the best. Maybe someday I'll get it somewhere. But yeah, my new computer has gone by the wayside either. I thought I had a higher credit limit on my credit card so I could get myself a new laptop, but apparently I don't. So I had to scrap that idea. Now I'm just hoping the computer I'm working off of holds out, doesn't crap out on me. Okay, we've cured that, and we're moving on to the darker. And on the same vein of the whole color wheel box thing, I'm trying to get some better idea of color combos to do for stuff, because I seem to gravitate towards the same colors a lot. So I want to try to start using some different stuff that I don't normally use. You know, sometimes I pick color. I tend to be either monochrome, where I'm just going to use a bunch of shades of one color, or the colors I pick are kind of the same ones over and over again that I put together with each other. So definitely need some new inspo for that. Now we've got some sloppage to clean up off of there. And I will get most of this with my wipe with some alcohol, but I will then take the brush and smooth that out again. Well, apparently I didn't do it on this one, but maybe I'll go back over there and do that, because it looked a little wonky to me. One thing I've noticed about doing the videos too is, as I'm watching to do the voiceover, okay, I guess we're cured that and we're moving on to the pink ones now. I tend to see a lot of things that I've done that I'm like, why did I do that like that? Or I see mistakes that I made that I didn't catch while I was doing it. And that's annoying for me, because by the time I'm watching the video, it's too late to change them. Alright, we've got sort of a, it's not hot, it's not really a hot pink, but it's kind of a close. Now with the blue one and now this is where I got my pattern established now. So now I know what to do. There's 4 sections at the top and 3 at the bottom. 3? Yeah, 3 at the bottom. Or is there no? No, there's 4 at the top, 4 at the bottom. Okay. Can't even keep track of what I did my own self. And we're just filling the pinks in now. On the bright side, there's only one more to go after the pink ones. I probably could have used a bigger brush for these too, but I guess I'm just used to using this detailer brush now, so I kind of use it for stuff where I don't really need it. I could have used a bigger one, but oh well. At least I can have some semblance of accuracy with this one. Okay, curing, and we're back with the dark pink, or the not hot pink. It's kind of hot pink, but it's not really a, and it's not a lighter hot pink. I guess it's a dark hot pink. And once my pattern was established, things were a lot quicker for painting these little sections in. And don't forget all the white sections that are going to be white. Well, all, I say there's 2 per nail, I think. At least on most of them. I think maybe the green ones have 3. But the rest, there's 2 per nail. I did go and fill those white sections in again with more with white. Okay, moving on to the purple ones. Now, I forgot to hit record when I did the guidelines, and I started to polish this before I realized that, so you only see part of this one. But it's the same as all the others, just a different color. And you'll notice I did purple on the biggest nail because that's my favorite color and I wanted the most of that one. Yeah, if there's anything, if I'm getting anything new and it comes in purple, you better believe I'll be getting it in purple. I don't know what it is with the purple, but I just love it so much. Okay, we're going to cure that, and boop, now we're ready for the darker. As you saw me painting the free edge down there on the tip, on this one, I don't think I showed that on any of the other ones, but yeah, don't forget to do that with whatever color is you're using in that middle part. Also, I'm trying to make sure I cover my guidelines up with either the light or the dark of whatever the color is, because when I'm doing the white, I don't want to have to go over any of the other color. I want to be able to just put it on where the white is. Okay, I don't know what happened. Oh, I needed more. Needed more. And also don't forget there is 2 coats of each of the colors on there. See, you can keep your points nice and pointier when you go into them instead of away from them. At least for me it works like that. Alright, and here we go. Ready for top coat. I'm using my tempered top coat for these. And we're in the home stretch here. This is one more step after this. And my polish bottle, my top coat's getting to the end of this bottle again. I need to refill it. As I have, in between each one, I've got to sit there and tip the bottle on its side a little so I can get to where the actual top coat is in there. Sorry I'm out of shot a little bit here. But it's just top coat. You saw all the important stuff. And the pinky. Okay, we're going to cure that in a minute here, as soon as I make sure everything's looking okay. I think I saw a hair or something on that one. Okay, ready? In we go. Alright, moving on. These are the little daisies. They came from AliExpress. And we're going to use the whatever color is pertinent to the nail. We're going to match the color daisy to the nail stripes. Alrighty, and we got our gem glue. Now I know that one laying there that I'm going to use looks pink, but it actually is purple. It's like lavender on the back. Okay, and we're going to put a blob of glue. We're going to put a pretty hefty blob of glue in the middle because I want to make sure they stay on there. And we want to get them facing the right way so they're upright. And press them down into the glue good as soon as we get them lined up how we want them. Okay, I don't know why I took this one off to deal with it individually, because the rest of them I'm going to leave on the rack while I do them. like so. And I could have put all my glue dots on at once and then just stuck the flowers on. I don't know why I did them one at a time. Okay, we got the pink one. And moving on to the blue one. Hopefully I'm going to move this over, otherwise we're going to be out of shot for the last couple. There we go. Okay, yellow. Now I had no control over the center color of the daisies. Some are pink and some are yellow. So as it worked out, we got all pink on them except for both ends, which we ended up with yellow. And then we need, that one is slightly askew. We need to move him a little. There we go. And we're ready for the green one. Sorry for my arm. I thought I edited all those arm parts out. Okay, that's probably a little more glue than I needed for that one, but... And we're just about there. We're going to cure these for 90 seconds. My glue will dry really well. Or cure very well, I should say. Alright, where am I going with that? Because that one looks fine to me. Okay, we're just going to give them the once over, and then in they go to cure. And there they are, all done. I think they're really cute. I hope you guys like them. If you do, please give me a like. It helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate it. It does mean the world to me. And if you want to see more, I upload a new video every Saturday, which you guys know by now. And I will see you next time. Next time you'll be getting those hibiscus nails. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.